Okay, we're going to talk about balance force again. And I have two books. I have my dictionary again. It's a really thick book. And I have Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire. That's a really thick book too. Okay? And I'm going to make a bridge out of a piece of paper to demonstrate balanced force and gravity. So if you notice, I just laid the paper halfway on one book, halfway on the other book, and there's a nice big gap. And what I'm going to try to do is lay my penny on the paper. So I put one penny, that's a United States coin. You could use a button or rocks, whatever you have, beans, dry beans, shells. Just get a collection of something small, and I'm laying it on the paper. Now if you notice, there's a little bit of a dip. Now when I put that penny, gravity is pulling that penny down because gravity wants everything to come down to earth. But the balance force is the paper is pushing up against the penny. So right now it's able to hold it. Now I'm going to try to add another penny and see if that works. And it did not. My bridge collapsed. Gravity won. Balance force did not. It was too much weight for that bridge. Alright. Now I'm going to try a different thing. I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to fold it in half. Okay. See, I folded my paper in half. And I'm going to try my experiment again. I laid it on in between the two books, and I'm going to try to add my pennies again. So I put my first penny, and there was very little dip because the paper is now supported by the paper now has some support to it. So it has more force against the gravity. I'm going to add another penny. Still doing well. I'll add another penny. Let's do another penny. Starting to see a little dip. Another penny. Ah! And that happened. Gravity won. I only was able to get 5 pennies before the balance force gave up. So gravity won. Alright, there's another thing you could try. This time I'm going to take the same sheet of paper, but I'm folding it into I scrunched it up and folded it till it made like a nice big thick line. Alright, and now I'm going to try to lay my pennies on it again and see how many pennies I can get. Okay, so here we go, same books. I'm going to start laying my pennies. Oops, they're sliding off. Let's try it again. Whoops. Let's see. Let me try it one more time. Alright, I have 5. Let's try 6. 6. 7. 8. No, this fell. Let's see if I can get them back on there. 9. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. I could only get about 14, but if I laid them out longer, I might have been able to get more. But have you noticed that when I did the experiment with just a big sheet of paper, I only was able to get like 1, maybe 2 before it started to fall. Or 3. And then when I folded the paper over, I was able to put more pennies on. And when I made a twisted bridge, I was able to put even more pennies on. This is a fun activity just to play around with gravity. Obviously, gravity will usually win out, but you can start off seeing how balance force works. The paper is really trying to hold up those pennies, but gravity usually does win. But you can experiment with different ways. You could try using 2 pieces of paper together. You could try folding and twisting and doing all kinds of things to make your bridge, to see if you can make your bridge stronger and see how many objects you can put on your bridge.